Hey everybody, it's Grampy again. How you doing? I'm doing great. I've got a half a chest full of iron and I've only been running my new iron farm for, I don't know, I don't know how long. Less than an hour. Quite a bit less than an hour actually. Um, what I decided to do, here we are underneath the kill chamber. Poor golems are dying. But I decided to go ahead and start um, building, at least excavating for our storage system. Now, if I bring the iron over through a chain of hoppers at this level, I'm going to have to go up to that high. And you can see, if I don't know if you remember, but those two cobblestones are on the surface. So that is the surface. So if you dig a hole in the dirt outside of there, you're going to fall in this pit. So I may bring this down one or maybe two hoppers and then bring the line over there and then fill that back in with something so it's a little more, because we may be digging around up there for some reason. I'm not sure what yet. But anyway, here's the dimensions that I think I need for a pretty awesome um, collection system and crafting factory, if you will. And I got this idea from an old video that Tango Tech did. If you don't know Tango, he's worth checking out. Tango Tech, Tangotek. He's a hermit. He's on the Hermitcraft server. I started watching him when he was doing a series like this, just a single player series called Tango Plays Minecraft or something like that. I can't remember, but anyway, on his second season of being a hermit, he built the Iron Titan, um, which is his design for an iron farm, which was like the most awesome iron farm out there. There's there were a couple others, like on the SciCraft server. Those guys designed big, elaborate resetting iron farms. The Iron Titan was a non-resetting iron farm that it was required that you build it in the spawn chunks, but it was awesome and it produced a lot of iron. And anyway, Tango built it on Hermitcraft, I think on his second season there. His first season there was very abbreviated. They just invited him on there and then started a new season very quickly after that. But anyway, so on that second season that he was playing as a hermit, he built the Iron Titan and then he designed just an awesome collection system and crafting factory kind of a thing. And it's not gonna be exactly like he built. It's not gonna be as cool as his, but it's gonna be along the same lines. It's kind of a tribute build, if you will, to Tango Tech and his contribution to the Minecraft community with his iron farm, as well as just everything else he does. That's just awesome. He's one of my favorite players. By the way, I play on his Patreon fan server, which is just an incredible community of Minecrafters that are very talented and all different kinds of players. Some players are very technical. Some players are just amazing builders that build the most elaborate, beautiful stuff. I just get on there and hack. I just like to go enjoy the community and try to contribute with my measly contributions. So anyway, I'm getting way off target here. I'm going to build a little crafting station. So this iron is going to flow across here. It's going to be collected into basically silos of chests. I think maybe 5 high, maybe 4 high. I'm not sure. But there's going to be a sorting system back here, and then these silos you're going to be able to enter into and break the chests above you, and all the iron's going to rain around your feet. And then there's going to be a crafting station in front of you, and you're just going to craft away. So you'll see what I mean when I get there. But for right now, I'm just going to keep digging this hole to the depth that I think I need. I think I need to be at my feet, depending on whether I make this thing 5 or 4 chests high, the silos. I think I need to be at Y level 48, or maybe I can stop at 49. I'm not sure, but we'll see. This right here, as you can see, is 48. So yeah, just 2 more blocks and I'm at the correct Y level. I didn't realize I'd made that much progress. So I'm going to dig this out, and then we'll kind of sketch out the layout of this thing a little bit, and I'll bring you back in. Okay, guys, we are back, and I've got a little layout for my iron storage room. And so let me kind of explain what's going on here. First of all, the way in and the way out is going to be right here. This is going to be another little bubble vader drop tube that you can come in and out. I may change this up a little, but this is where I think what it's going to do. So that's going to go down to the mine. I guess to get the main entrance into here is going to be from the underground, rather than do something stupid up on top. But anyway, so that's what I'm thinking right now anyway. And so here is here's the plan. So these are obviously the hoppers that the iron golems are dying on. They all feed into this hopper right here now, which feeds these chests. By the way, I've got nearly a double chest of iron already. So my plan is to come down. They're all going to feed into this hopper. I'm going to come down 1 level and then across, and that's going to be the main supply line. The iron is just going to flow there, as well as the poppies. We're going to have to do something to eject poppies and get rid of them. And so that's going to be the main supply line. And then my sorting system, there may be a more efficient way to use the space, but this is the one I usually use. So that spruce block is the filtering level. So that's going to go, there's going to be one of those on top of each one of these pillars right here, just like this right here. So that's going to filter iron ingots out and let the poppies continue to flow through into a ejection system. And then that leaves me room for 4 hoppers that are going to be pointing into double chests. One, just like that. So it's going to be 4 chests high, these silos are. And so you're going to run under the chest, and so the chest is going to be, right there at that level. 2, 3. Actually, it's going to be at this level. So I'm going to have... Okay. So we'll either have 5 chests high. We'll have a silo that's 5 chests high, or I'll drop the supply line down 1 and leave it at 4, because 4 is probably a good number for these crafting stations. Or one other thing I could do is raise the floor up back up a level. That may be the best option, because well, I don't know. We'll think about it. Either way, that's what we're going to have is 4 chests. I think we are going to have 4, and then we'll adjust one way or the other, either bringing the supply line down or raising the floor up. But the idea is these chests are going to stack up 4 double chests high, with a glass block right in front of them. At the bottom here is going to be, in each one of these stations, there's going to be a double chest that's right here that you come and just stash all your inventory in. You'll just come in and dump your whole inventory. And then a crafting table right here. So you'll come in, you'll stand on the double chest, and you will, this is the double chest, there's the crafting table, and you will break all the chests above you. All 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all that iron is just going to rain down. These walls are going to go up, encasing all the chests, and then there's going to be a glass wall in front of them. And then you're just going to craft iron blocks. I'll show you kind of how to do that. There's a little. It used to be harder before the new crafting system, but we can do it. We can do it even easier now. So anyway, that's kind of the idea. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 silos of 4 chests high, and we'll have a little indicator that shows us when the silos are full, and that will give us an idea that we need to go in and craft iron blocks. And we'll do that, and then back here underneath the sorting system, we'll have a wall of double chests that this will be like 3 high. Hey everyone, it's Grampy again, and here we are in the storage room of our iron farm. First of all, how do you like my new clothes? I've done a little bit of trading. I did some grinding for enough vegetables, which is really horrible because those villagers are so greedy right now. I need to, the very next project needs to be our gold farm, I think, so that we can get enough golden apples to get some better trade value. But anyway, I scrounged up enough emeralds to get some decent armor. And I got a couple of books for a bow. Finally going to have a bow. That's what we really need. But anyway, let's talk about this. Let's turn that off. So these are the pods I've been talking. The crafting pods. You're going to have glass that goes up there. At the very top is going to be a redstone lantern or light or whatever you call it. And the lantern is going to turn on to indicate that these 4 chests are completely full. So in order to do that, though, I need to get some glowstone. So we're going to have to get to the nether to get that. But we don't, that can be, we don't need to implement that right away. There's my 2 books. I got Infinity and Power 5, and I traded for all that quartz. But let me kind of show you what I've done here. So I guess you can see what I've done here. This is, once that light turns on and these chests are ready to harvest, you're just going to come in here, open this chest, and just dump your whole inventory in here. In here is going to be 1 chest, because then we're going to keep our axe and that 1 chest, and we're going to break all of these chests. Well, first of all, we're going to have blocks of iron filling all of our inventory slots except for the hot bar. And in the hotbar, we're going to have our axe and a chest, just like that. That's all we'll have in our hotbar. And then when we break those chests, all the iron will rain around us, fill up the hotbar except for those 2. The chest will will fall, and we'll pick those up, and then we'll dump them in here along with our axe, and then we'll just start crafting iron blocks. But we'll show you how that works, and it'll become more clear. So back here I've got a basic sorting solution for each one of the pods, and all it's doing is filtering out the iron ingots. And so all that's really doing is allowing the poppies to continue to flow and not go into any of these chests. And the only thing that'll go into the chests are those iron ingots. And each one of these is like that. So this is a normal sorting system with one exception. You can see it's got this block that so I can pick that redstone signal up and bring it up at the same time it's going down here and doing the locking of the hoppers at the right time to allow the ingots to go in. I mean, how a normal sorting system works. At the same time it's doing that, it is bringing the signal up and over, up here and over, and above this block right here, and underneath this block is where the redstone lantern will go. And when that last hopper is full enough, it'll send the appropriate strength signal through this comparator that will power that redstone lamp, and that's what lets us know that everything is full. So each one of these does the exact same thing, and so that's kind of a cool little way to retrieve the signal from the status of your storage silo and send it over here to give you an indication. So the only thing we have left to do is deal with the poppies. So that's what we're going to do now. I thought I'd do that on camera. At least I should have done more of this on camera, but I was monkeying around derping with this to try to figure out a way to make it work that it wouldn't have been any fun anyway. But I'm assuming everyone knows how a basic storage or sorting solution works. If not, I mean, I can do one of those on camera if anyone would like. We'll be building quite a few more of them probably. So, but let's build this. Now, here's where I suspect I'm going to get some feedback because I'm probably not building the most efficient or fast clock here to get rid of those poppies. I'm sure somebody has a better solution that would probably use observers that power into each other and create a very fast clock somehow. But I'm going to just use a very old, tried but true solution that I've used forever on these things. So let's leave that open for now, and we'll just try not to fall into it. I don't know why I'm doing this. So when an item comes from this hopper into this dropper, we're going to have a comparator that reads that signal out of that block, and then We don't need two there, we just need that one, I think. And then power's on this little splash of redstone, which powers this block, which then powers that repeater and trumps it up to full strength, and then comes back around to power this block, which fires that dropper. So it's armed and ready now. Any item that gets into that dropper is going to trigger this thing to fire. And it's it's not, like I said, it's not the fastest, but I'm going to put this iron in there, and you'll see it. You should see it spitting out right away into lava. And we're going to block that off with some blocks, but like this. So now we'll just I don't have enough blocks on me. That's disappointing. We'll do that in a minute after a while. I'm going to put two composters over here. The composters, by the way, if you're wondering, are a way to reduce the lag that comes from those open hoppers. So if you put a is that how you do it? Yeah. If you put a device on top of an open hopper that has an inventory, that has and can contain something like a dropper, for example. It used to be droppers that everybody used for this purpose. The hopper no longer begins trying to read if there's anything that it needs to suck out of. It no longer spends its cycles looking for something that it needs to suck in. If it's got a block on top of it that has an inventory that it just knows that the inventory is empty in this composter and everything is fine, and it no longer does its little checking algorithm that is what causes the lag from open hoppers. Now, I'm sure that explanation was about half wrong at least, and whoever knows the right answer can correct me in the comments, and it won't offend me. Because I know like I said, I'm a hack when it comes to redstone. So anyway, there we are, guys. We are ready. I know I said we were going to wait on this, but I knew we were going to fill up these chests pretty darn fast. So, I've kind of clogged it up now, but it should be filling like this into this first silo. After that's all full, those are from the when I set the filters for these, I put a stack in, and it drops 46 of that stack through and keeps 18 or however many that math works out to be. So here we are, guys. We're almost ready. We got to get to the nether and get some glowstone so that I can put my light indicators up there and get some glass. But other than that, we're ready just to start processing iron. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.